Hey, what's going on, guys? Brian with Biz Baits here. Wanted to take a second and get behind the designs of these baits. And right now I'm holding the 6-inch Dizzy Diamond. A little bit about how this came to be. I mentioned it in some other videos, but early on, years ago when we were making stuff out of the garage and stuff, you have the molds that you pick, and you look at a 6-inch finesse worm, and traditionally they're straight-tailed. It's really hard to, how do you redesign a worm, right? It's just a worm, straight piece of plastic, 6 inches long, right? How do you make it different? How do you make it unique? And so for the longest time, we had a straight tail worm. And now, when we had the opportunity to redesign and make these baits our own and put our own spin on it, the Dizzy Diamond's been a staple for us for a long, long time. And so some of the features we took from what we learned in a 6-inch finesse worm and put into this was a few things. So the first thing is allowing enough meat in the front of this head to really take a screw lock well. To be frank, I mean, the mold that we had to use in the past that wasn't ours and anyone could use was a little too skinny in the head, and it wouldn't thread onto a screw lock just right. So when we went full custom and made our own design, which is now the Dizzy Diamond you see, we beefed up the head there so it took on the screw lock really, really well. As you go down the bottom of this worm, you'll see as it takes a really good taper and gets nice and skinny to really maximize action. And on the end here, what's now been known as our signature Dizzy Diamond tail. It's a little bit of a diamond shape. That's where it comes from. We now have the Mag Dizzy, which is a Magnum version of this worm. We also have the Ned Dizzy. Really just had a fun time putting a spin over the years with this diamond shaped tail and really making it kind of a signature for us in our plastic line. But having the bulkiness in the front of the head, a really good taper throughout the tail to maximize action, and then putting that signature Dizzy shape at the end allowed us to really make a unique worm. There's probably hundreds of different style 6-inch finesse worms. Go on anybody's website and you'll just see lots of them. We wanted to have one that could maximize the action, have a unique tail to it, and just complement it with our salted and scented and buoyant line to allow that tail to really dance and shake, and we would call it the Dizzy Dance. So looking at it, that's a little bit behind this finesse worm. Is years ago we're like, hey, let's get away from just a traditional straight tail. There's a lot of options out there. Let's make one that's unique. Let's make one that has a little more action through the tail. Let's make one that rigs a little bit better on the front of a screw lock for you and has a unique shape at the end to really dance and get you a couple extra bites. So it's been fun sharing this story with you on how this 6-inch Dizzy Diamond's come to be. It's probably our #1 most popular bait across the line just because it's so versatile and easy to use. So we appreciate it. If you've thrown it, thank you. We hope you caught a lot of fish on it. There's a little backstory on how the Dizzy Diamond came to be.